Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're going to continue the showcase of Yamato. Again, the second place finish list from the last regional from Long. And today we're just going to have a bunch more games. I think we have 2 games against Pudding, we have 2 games against Nami, 1 game against a Zoro Sanji player, which was obviously very fun, and then 1 game against a Bonney player. So just a bunch of games to finish up the showcase. We did a kind of like an in-depth breakdown of this deck yesterday, even though I don't think I did the best job on it, but at least it kind of explains to you the idea with some of the cards here like Tonoyasu and the Demon 9 Flash event. So yeah, make sure to check that out just to this video if you want to understand some of those card choices. But anyways, I hope that you enjoy the games coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day, and again, congrats to Long for that second place finish with Yamato, which was super unexpected for a lot of people. So yeah, enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Pudding. So as against Pudding, you always want to go first. I'll keep this hand. In case that they're playing blockers, I can, like, obviously they play this stupid Viola, right? So this would be good for that. They get Katakuri here. So they have a 1K. If you pick something that's a deck card, you're gonna have to give me double 2K, right? So they have the Katakuri 1K here. And they get a Pudding. So they have 2 1Ks. So we just attach everything here. And that they will have to give me 2 2Ks from their hand. Since we know the other 2 are 1Ks. Okay, they took it. Alright, cool. So that at least enables the rest of my units now to actually have value. The Pudding will be able to ramp up twice, right? No matter what we do. I wonder if I should just go 10. I might honestly just go for 10. I guess let's see. If the opponent grabs a 2K here. If I go 10, we know that the opponent... I think I like the 10. I guess having the... If I go 10... The opponent has to give me 2 2Ks and a 1K. Yeah, let's go for 10. If they go to 0, I think that's really good for us. 2K, 2K, and 2 1Ks, I guess. Yep, Katakuri, and there we go. If they play Sanji here, I'm okay with that. Oh, so now you just okay. So they're fine until I get my Nami, right? If I don't get an if I get a Nami, the opponent's gonna be in trouble again. Of course, we never get the Nami, right? Let's go 3 done. Let's go for an 8. I'm okay with the opponent getting back up to 1 life because they're gonna go up to 2 anyways when they play the Tenkas, right? So they're gonna go here. Sanji, then they go whatever, do their thing. Yep. So then we go like this, right? And if you play Tenkas, you're going back up. Oh wait, they're 1 away because they didn't ramp last time. So yeah, because they didn't play Katakuri, they played Mugen instead. Well, we say okay. We pop that for free. That way I don't have to actually play Hody Jones. We say okay again. Yeah. I'm okay going down to 0 here. Yamato? Ooh, okay, okay. The problem with Yamato though is that you're still at the mercy of my 9, 11, I guess. So we go 10 here. We can go 9. Sorry, we can go 9 with the counter. I have to be careful, obviously, that I don't die next turn. I like the 9 here. If this is not triggers, okay, so the opponent just loses, right? Because we just go like this. And now we can use my leader ability, give it a 2, so that's already a 9, 11, and another 3 is going to be 14. So yeah, so the only way for the opponent to, once they took the 9, right? So the reason I like the 9 is because it's like low committal. Like if the opponent is able to survive that 9, you know, I can always just like, I still have sets done, so I'm able to go ahead and just maybe like I just go Kiku again, or maybe I just put like if the opponent counters out of the 9, right? I can always just put a down the Okiku, attack here for 7. And I still have 5 down to play another Okiku and keep 1 down open from Flame Split. Because I'm going to need the Flame Split to be able to actually survive the opponent's next attack. But I guess if the opponent goes everything on the Yamato, that's a 19. This would be 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 16. Yeah, so I needed to just find lethal here no matter what. So maybe it didn't have to be the 9, it had to be 10. And if the opponent had the trigger to save them from the Okiku, then they had the trigger to save them from the Okiku. The other option is that the 9 allows me to still have enough down to play Iso to rest like a blocker Sanji, and be able to do my thing, right? So, yeah. In this match, we're going against Pudding. So we want to go first every time. So going first is always really good here. I'm going to keep this hand. I'm going to keep this hand just because I don't see a lot of trigger cards in my hand, which is a good chance it means that they're in my life. And having them in my life just ends up being really, really good for us. I will attack them for 8 and just force 2 2Ks here. Or the opponent's going to just go down to 2. Okay, so there's 2. Alright, cool. One of them is a trigger. Okay, one of them is a Satori. So the opponent gets value here. So now, honestly, I'm just going to take all this damage and just hope that I get some trigger units, because that's what I need at this point. I just need units. The opponent gets 2 2Ks out of their life. That's crazy. That is crazy. If I attack for 8, opponent's just gonna... I have to risk it. I just have to force the opponent to actually give me... yeah, I think we forced him to give it to me. I can also go here, I guess, and make it a 9. I like the 9. Let's force 3 cards out of their hand. Because that's 2 2Ks that we're taking out if the opponent doesn't block this. Okay? Alright, so cool. So I like doing this, again, just forcing their hand here. The opponent still has a lot of good value here, but they won't be able to ramp up here, which is another benefit of it. Okay, well, I say that and they ended up ramping up. So yeah, so again, at this point, we're just looking for units. There we go. So the opponent has 2 2Ks, right? 2 2Ks that we can see. We don't have a way to... so 2 2Ks. The problem with Momo, obviously the opponent has the Big Mom, right? I can go for the 7 here, right? And we know the opponent has 2 2Ks. So the opponent will be able to survive this. My question is, can I afford to buy 1 more turn? We have 2K, 2K. So if we go like this, right? We're eating up a card from their hand. We know they have 2 2Ks in their hand. So they can block. They can go to 9, 10. If we don't do anything, opponent has 3 attacks. They have the 10 down. They can spread out the attacks in such a way that they could kill us. So I have to go for it, right? Yeah, I have to go for it. If you have the 2K, 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 you get there. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's likely that the opponent had deck cards, right? With this deck. So this would have been very nice. If I had another one in this in my hand, it would have been guaranteed lethal. Because I would have been able to use my leader ability to give the 2 down. But like that turn, I didn't get to use my leader ability. So notice how I ended up just taking all that damage last time, because at that point, I didn't have enough units on the field, so I wanted to just rely on getting the trigger units. And that's why we kept the hand that we kept in the beginning as well. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Nami. I like this Inurashi. So the Inurashi is really nice because it lets me kill like Kaya's, and it lets me kill Kaya's, and he also lets me kill Margaret's. Right? I will force the opponent here to have the Gabble. Yeah, let's force him to have the Gabble. Ooh. So this has to be a Gabble, or it has to be an event and a 2. So regardless, it's going to be 2 cards, right? And I like forcing him to have 2 cards. So they moved them to the bottom. So they need to have a 2K here as well, which they do. Because this keeps them kind of lower in hand size. So that if I ever draw my Nami, I will be in like a decent spot. Yeah, so here we just pass. I don't want to give them that Kaya back into their hand with the Snake Dance. I still think it's probably correct for me to just go here then. And again, I still think it's gonna be. I might need to play this. Opponent has 3 down, right? So they're not gonna block here. They're probably just gonna counter this one. Okay. So because the opponent has the counter, I don't think it makes sense for me to attack for more than 6. I'll attack for 6 and just force a 1K out of their hand. Like just force another card out of their hand, keep them down to 4 cards. Okay, they're gonna just take it. They're gonna actually take them. Crazy. I guess it makes it so that the Margaret does no longer dies, but she will die to the Nami. So now for the remainder of this game, how am I playing this? How am I playing the remaining here? Now that we have this value. Well, the Nami ends up being a little bit better than this. So we'll go like this. We can attach 2 to go to... Yeah, we can attach 2 here. So this would be 7. And that way we get to KO both. So that's the Gabble. Alright. I can go for a 9. But the 9 feels like it's just gonna get punished by the opponent. Like, opponent has too much done open. I guess we should go for the 9. We should go for the 9 and just force their hand. Like, just go big 9K attacks here. Even if the opponent has the thing. I guess I could also go 10 instead. No, 9 is fine. Let's force the opponent to have the cards. Yeah, so that's that love beam like I expected, right? Ooh, we forgot to attack for 6. I guess it doesn't matter. Opponent had enough done open. But the attacking for 6 actually should have been the play. We'll keep the Tonoyasu for now. Pilaf? Okay. Because now we have a wide enough board that I think we can just afford to go for like... Yeah, Margaret's not... doesn't matter here. Yeah, we have a wide enough board that we can afford to just go like this. I still think I want to kill the Kayas, prevent them from getting value from the Snake Dance. There you go. So we can go... Yeah, we just go a bunch of 7s, I guess. Okay. Give me another love. Yeah. We'll go 5 and we'll go 8. Double trigger. Ay. Double trigger. 16 cards. 14 cards. Pilaf is actually good for us, by the way. We can go Tonoyasu to get full value next turn. So 3 sets, 7 done. They have shown me only a single white snake. So this most like it's probably have a white snake in their hand, right? So this will put me to 8, and I still have 8 down. We can attach 2 here to go to 8. This is already 8. We can put 3, 3, so we have all 8k attacks and a couple 9s. Let's go for the 8s. Like the 8s are weird because the 8s obviously can just get countered by like Love Love and Snake Dance, right? Or Gabble. But I like the multiple 8s and then either 2 9s or a 10. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go 8s. And that was their 4th Love beam, right? So we know that the opponent doesn't have Love. The reason I like the 8 is again to play around the opponent just going for a white smoke. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 8 again. And then we gotta go 8 on the Yamato, and then 10 on the Nami, I guess. Opponent's down to 10 cards, right? So, ooh, okay. They used it as a way to rearrange their deck, which ends up being really good for them. So they have 4 down. I think at this point we go 2 9s, right? Instead of the 8s, we just go 2 9s, right? So we can go Tonoyasu. I don't think the opponent's expecting this Tonoyasu to come down. So we go Tonoyasu, and we can go 9 and 9. Opponent could still have enough to beat us there, but it has to be exactly 4k and a 1k. 4k and a 1k, which is not impossible. Yeah, so we go Tonoyasu here. We use this to give this +1. Then we go here and we go for 9. We attach 2 down with the Nami using my leader ability. That's why the Tonoyasu is so good. So that's that white snake. So now it has to be like Gabble. So I guess we didn't play around the white snake, and it probably should have just been 8 and 10. Okay, so yeah, so then we just attach here. An opponent could technically survive here. They have another Gabble. Or double. Oh, they didn't. They just had a 2k, 1k. Wow. That was close. I did forget about the white snake. So, like, at that point, I mean, I guess at that point, honestly, playing around the white snake doesn't really matter. So the opponent only have 4 down, right? So if they play the white snake, that's a big 2 down investment. And they still have to have another 4k to beat it, right? So that would have been, that's what ended up happening. But it was closer than I liked it to be. If the opponent survived this, they had Gloriosa, which would have searched them into... I guess the Gloriosa gives them the Snake Dance. Okay, so the opponent was going to lose no matter what, right? Because the Gloriosa, the next cards in their deck was going to be... The only thing that Gloriosa gets is the Snake Dance. And they would have been left with 1 card, which wouldn't have been enough. We could have just won, right? Even if the opponent got to hit my life to take a card out. So yeah, they ended up having to use all their cards in their hand, and once they get down to no cards in their hand, it ends up being pretty straightforward. So in this match, we're going against Nami. I like going first. I want to find my Inurashi actually. Okay, this is Inurashi, right? So the Inurashi lets me like KO their blockers, as well as the Kayas, right? So here we're gonna force them to have they're gonna need to have the Gabble. So if they don't have the Gabble here, I will just take this hit. Okay, oh okay, I guess it could just be that and a 2k. That's still 2 cards, right? So eating up 2 cards I think is still worth it. They found the Snake Dance, so let's keep that in mind, right? So we eat up 2 cards from their hand. Yep, that's the Margaret, right? I will go 6 here. And just let the opponent give me another 2k if they want to. They gave me a gabble for that attack. That's so crazy. That tells me a lot about their hand. That tells me so much about their hand. Right? So that literally tells me everything I need to know here. We'll go like this, use the car action, and yeah, we get rid of this and just get rid of the Margaret. They go Love here. So all you have is like 4K counter stuff, I guess. I don't even know that I want to actually attack here. Like maybe I want to keep them low in hand size and just develop another unit. Let's go sits. Let's go sits, eat up another card, and we'll just develop another unit. I think I like the idea of leaving them low in hand size. And then just having a bunch of like a wide board attack to actually start taking out their lives. Of course, if they get Pilaf, that changes things, but even against the Pilaf, the wider board ends up being better. Yeah, so here we just give you another Neko. The best thing here will be for us to draw the Nami, right? The 2-rush Nami. So the opponent has a ton of value here. I think we go like this, right? And we just go for 7 here. And if the opponent wants to block all these more 5K attacks, I guess the punish here is if the opponent has access here to the smoke dance. Yep, the white snakes are. So we'll go here, and we'll go here. There's the love beam. Okay. So again, I still like the idea of keeping them. I like having the Hody Jones on the field, and I like keeping them low in hand size. And they found the Pilaf now. Now they have the Kaya. Now they can do their thing. Okay. Yeah, I mean every time I wasn't gonna be able to keep this stuff out of the way, right? So, yeah, I guess we'll start with 7. Don't want to give them the value with the Kaya. There's the snake dance. Okay, so 9. So 7, 9. Yeah, we'll go 9 again. At this point, we'll just go 9K attacks, right? Okay. Love. All right. So here, maybe we go 7 and then we go 10. Or honestly, let's go 8 and then 9. Now the opponent's down to 21 cards and they still have 3 freaking lives, right? And of course they hit the trigger. They hit the trigger here too, so it's not looking great. We don't have enough attacks to actually make this a big threat. I probably should have just committed to going wide, to be honest, instead of doing it the way that I was doing it. That's the Nami, right? So that's kind of what I was looking for this whole time. I hate the idea of giving up this thing because it's a counter. So ideally I want the opponent to use Dawn here so that I can just go for like a big Nami attack. Use of Dawn, use of cards, right? So this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I want it to be a 13 hit. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Just go 5. Let's go 5. I want to just eat up a card. I want to eat up a card here. Okay, so I think it's time for us to go for it. It has to be Gabo plus a 2 cost event. So it has to be Gabo plus a 2 cost event. Yep, they don't have it, and then we can just go here for. I guess, do I even want to go for 9? We should go for it, even if the opponent has a snake dance. Let's just get it out of their hand. Gabo, okay. 3 cards. Oh, Pilaf. Pilaf, come on. I don't need it. I just need to have 2 big attacks here. So we can go 9. So 8, 9, 9, 11, 11. 13, 13, so we have 2 13 attacks. I think we go 11 attacks actually, so I think we go 11s. I think we go 11s. I don't think the 13 matters. The opponent has 6 cards left. Yeah, I mean, if they have it, they have it. Drew 2 card, trash a card. They have 6 cards. Yeah, so we just attach everything here. Go like this, and you have it, you have it. So Gabo, it's gonna be close. Snake Dance. Then another, that's 13, then they can go to 15, and then they need to have a 1K on top of that. Mr. 1, okay, that's good news. Gabo, okay. Oh, but they lose to the attack on the Neko. Unless this is a. Yeah, they lose to the attack on the Neko. The only way they survive is that was the other thing. Wow, that was close. That was close. I do think I could have played this a lot better. Obviously, the Nami ended up being super clutch. But yeah, there were, I think, a couple things I could have done better. Like, I think if we went wider, it would have been better. Than us just settling with just three units in the field. So in this match, we're going against Bonney. I want to go first to make it so the opponent cannot, like, it lets me put more pressure. This sign is great. It lets me put more pressure into them with the first attack, but it also makes it so they cannot be a 9 done and play like Kid, right? They will be able to just get value from this Bonney, and I think it's fine. Yeah, see, so I think it's fine. I think we let them get value from this Bonney. I think I want to get them down to 3. So that this way now, any trigger units would actually be playable. Okay. I can force their hand, I guess, or I can just go here and just kill it. I think killing it might actually end up being better. We'll trash. Honestly, I should have attacked first because I don't think the opponent was ever gonna block. Yeah, I should have attacked first because now the opponent can rest the Nami and not attack into me. Oh wait, I need to trash. I don't want to trash the 2K. Yeah, so that was my mistake. Is this worth eating up the 1K? I don't want the Nami to get rested. Like, I want the opponent to have to attack into me and potentially let me get a trigger. I'm playing for what my deck has, which is just a bunch of triggers. Again, the opponent, once the opponent plays that Kid, it's gonna be a problem, right? So once the opponent plays that Kid, things are gonna get a little bit dicey. We can go like this, attach all that they've done, and just attack 8 here. Force the opponent to have to give me 2 2Ks. I don't like that Roach. So now the opponent can attack into the Nami, right? But again, that's okay with me, I guess. I don't think we're ever gonna play this Nami. Opponent has too many cards, right? So now this is the problem. This stupid Basil Hawkins. So I want to get rid of the Basil Hawkins. 9, 10, 11. Before the opponent... So these are 9. We can go... Okay, so we can go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then go a 9 afterwards. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So let's force the opponent to give me the Basil Hawkins block. And then we can... They didn't even give it to me. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna tap for 9 here. Force that 2 cards out of your hand anyways. They can just... Oh, guys, so I guess, honestly, they can play Kid here and just lock us down. So I can understand why they're doing this, maybe. So they can play Kid and lock us down. Yep. And they have enough counters that it doesn't matter. So Kid and lock us down. So again, we can go for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then an 11. So an 11 and a 12 is probably the only thing that I can do. 10, 9, so 9, 12. Yeah, I mean, the opponent has way too many cards, right? So, like, they just get to chill here because they just get to hide behind this blocker the whole game. Yeah. And then we go like this. And this is going to be an 11 here, which is going to be another 2-2 case. Okay. And then they just chill for the rest of the game. Because the kid just locks me down so much. I have no way to actually get through the kid. Especially when the opponent was able to keep the Hawkins alive. They have another blocker. They must have another Basil Hawkins for them to do it like that. They can kill this, right? And they just have another Hawkins, yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll have to go like this. And then next turn we potentially just die. If the opponent can attack, it has enough attacks to kill us here, because we only have 2 lives. Are you kidding me? They literally just kill us. No matter what we do. What I can do is I can just force... I can force the first Hawkins block, but then the opponent just still has all these cards. And I can go here, I guess. If I'm gonna play the Okiku first. Because what I'm gonna do... 10, 11. I guess if the opponent has it, they have it. They're gonna rest my leader, right? If they had the 2k, we could potentially set something up with the Hody next time. Okay. So we'll go like this. Right? This keeps me alive. We have the Hody to get rid of their blockers next turn. And if my second Hody survives, which is not likely, we might have enough attacks. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's no way. I don't have enough attacks. Yeah, I don't have enough attacks. Yeah, you shouldn't attack. You should not attack my Okiku. This is a mistake. This could potentially give me the option, right? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. They did it the right way. They did it the right way. So we'll go like this for 10. Too many attacks. Too many attacks. Yeah, that kid just double kill, man. Like the first one was fine. The second one was too much. I messed up, by the way. I had an extra down here I could have used. That's my mistake. I don't know why. For some reason I thought the Inurashi was a 5 cost, but I actually had an extra down to play with. Yeah, you just attack. Attack, 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 attack. Okay, this is an easy. Yeah, this is an easy lethal. Double K, man. K just locks me down too much. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Zoro Sanji. Okay. Alright. Alright. We have some nice Nami triggers here. So I'm okay with this hand. We'll take them down to 2. So that I want to take them down to 2 so that we can enable obviously our trigger cards here. So they get Hancock. Alright, so yeah, I want to get them down to 2, especially before they can play the Hancock blocker. So we'll go here. So what's your game plan here? You can give me the double 2K and then just play the blocker, I guess. Yeah, I guess that could work for them. They give me 2Ks and play the blocker. Yep, makes sense, makes sense. Hachan. Huh. Hachan. I don't want to take this. So I don't want to take this just because I want to have the opponent at 3 life before we take that. Wait, this is not even... Wait a second. I mean, we know they have a 2K, right? I could go Nami and go for 8, but I think I'm just going to go for 10. And again, the idea of going to 10 is make sure that they're actually at 2. And then from there on, we'll be able to take hits from the opponent and have our trigger. So we know the opponent grabbed the 2K from their trash. But this will still be 2K, 2K, 2K for them to survive, for them to not take this hit. Like, I'm surprised they didn't go for the boa there. I will play the Nami. Wow, they are going to give me 2K, 2K, 2K. Wow. And they still... Wow, that's crazy. Okay. They still have the boa. So they can... The problem is that they don't have any other unit here to bounce back. To get the value from this. The annoying part, though, is that... Yeah. So now that the opponent actually used up so many cards, if they don't play that boa blocker, they're gonna be in trouble. I don't want to take hits. I don't want to take hits and lose out on... I guess we can just go here. Let's get the free value. And we'll kill the boa, right? We'll kill the boa with the Nami then. And attach 2 here. And now this is gonna be your whole hand. Alright, there we go. So now we're chilling, right? And then because the opponent barely has any cards in their hand now, next time we can go for the ONami play. That's why I trashed the other 5-cost Nami instead of trashing the ONami. So they're playing like this Fishman package thing with like Seo and Hachan. Like, what is the purpose of this? You're playing double Searcher as well? That seems really slow. That's interesting. I guess Arlong, huh? No, but this is not an attack, right? Okay. I want to take this hit. I need that unit. Yeah, there you go. That's why I didn't mind taking that hit, because I wanted to get that trigger unit. I didn't know it was gonna be there, but considering that I haven't seen that many trigger cards in my hand, there's a good chance. Yeah. Yeah, there's 12 trigger units in my deck, so there was a good chance of one of them getting there, right? I'm gonna play this Nami here, so 7, 8, 9, and then this is gonna be a 10. So we're gonna go 9. And then we just attach everything here. And then we go 10. GG's. Yeah. Like if you count for the Namis and the Okikus and the so again we're playing four Inurashis, 4 Nekos, 4 Kikunojos. Then you're also playing I think it's 4 of these Namis and 3 of the banished ones, right? So GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games and yesterday's games with Yamato. I cannot say that I'm the best Yamato player. I feel like there was a lot of like opportunity there for me to play better over the last 2 days. But hey, we gave it a shot, and that's kind of what we like to do here on the channel. Just try out different leaders, see how they go, give it a shot, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But anyways, I can see why this list did well. You can just go like super hot with it, especially if you hit enough triggers during the day. I can see it. And if people are not expecting stuff like Tonoyasu, which I'm sure took a lot of people by surprise, or the event here, then you can also just put a lot of pressure. And honestly, I think it's a decent matchup into Lushi. So if you just run into a lot of Lushis, it can be also really crazy as well. But anyways, enough about that. I hope that you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at TCG. We're streaming now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are above in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.